What's going on YouTube? Today I got y'all with the fastest Sigs in 2K24. So I just made this build like 2-3 days ago, so that's why the dribbling in these clips looks a little slow and a little like off timing, because as you know, when you practice in Brickley's gym or whatever that other gym is, the art of shooting, your timing is different because the game speed is faster in there. So I gotta readjust to playing actually in game modes, and in each game mode also your timing is different. So when you're playing in theater, park, pro-am, rec, everything is going to be different, so you got to adjust. So that's why these Sigs look a little slow. So I'm gonna get straight into the Sigs. By the way, this build is a 6'3" build, so for the Sigs that I have on, you're gonna have to be 6'4" or shorter with a 95 ball handle and then 90 speed with ball. If you don't have that, I'll show you guys what's the best to readjust depending on your height and your ball handle and speed with ball. So I'm gonna get straight into it. Start dribble style, you want to have Kyrie Irving. This is the fastest dribble style, and for Kyrie, that's why you need the 90 speed with ball, and you got to be under 6'5", so 6'4" and shorter, you're good. If you don't have that, I would go with Magic, so you get the really quick crossover. And then if you don't really mind doing the quick cross, I would say the next best is Pro, which has no requirements, and Zach LaVine's a pretty good one too, which all you need is a 75 speed with ball. And then Sig size up, goes without saying, Steve Francis is the best one in the game. It's clearly the fastest and it's the best one, and for this you need a 95 ball handle and got to be 6'5" or under. So if you don't have that, I will go with Trae Young, which is a 92 ball handle. And then if you can't get that, my second favorite is, I believe, T-Mac I use, and De'Aaron Fox. D-Fox, you need an 80 ball handle, and T-Mac is an 85. And then if you can't get that, the lowest one you should go with is Giannis at a 65. He has a pretty solid one if you have a lower ball handle. And then you can also go normal if you're a big man, or a power forward with a very low ball handle at a 40. Regular breakdown combos, all preference based. I like De'Aaron Fox because this one quick step like he does backwards is a nice little way to just stop and move back. It's a nice little reset. A fast one that you can use is Paul George, and for D-Fox you need an 80 ball handle and PG is a 75. Aggressive breakdown combo, this is all preference based. A lot of people use Jamal Murray, which is the how you get the spin back, the glitchy spin back when you do it. It's a pretty good one. All you need is a 70 ball handle, but I like D-Fox because it's faster. So you need an 80 ball handle to do that, and under 6'10", so 6'9" and below. Other good ones are LaMelo and KD. And these are both 85 ball handles as well, and they're both pretty fast, so that's why I use those. Escape moves, I prefer these three down here. So Trae Young at a 92 ball handle is a pretty good one. This is the one I'm currently using. It's the fastest one. And then if you can't get that one, you gotta lower it. You go 86 ball handle, and you can get Kemba, which they're very similar. So I will go Trae Young, then Kemba, and then if you have an 80 ball handle, I would use Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a pretty good one, and they're also similar. So when you do like R2 to the left, R2 to the right, like R2 opposite ball hand, that little like cross Hesi he does, that's a pretty good one. I don't really like Ja's, but if you have to go at a 75 ball handle, I will go Ja. And then Kyrie, I'm not really a fan because it's short, it doesn't have like the extension on it. And then after that, combo moves, I actually do not like combo moves in this game because when I'm trying to dribble, like sometimes they input. So what I try to do is go with something that's fast and quick, and Kyrie's double behind the back does that. So if I accidentally input it, it's still gonna look good and fluid. So at a 90 ball handle, 6'4" and under, I will go Kyrie. If you don't have his, De'Aaron Fox is a pretty fast one, but it moves you. So if you like moving when you dribble, or I will go D-Fox. If you like stand still, Kyrie. If you can't get those two, I think a lower one I use with my 6'6" is, I think I just use normal because I don't like when it goes through. But then I think recently I put on Zach LaVine just because when it goes through it's a little faster. So I would use Zach LaVine or normal if you can't get those. Crossover, I like John Wall's because it's like while you're moving it's really fast. So if you're going up the court and you just do a crossover, it's going to be really fast. Crossovers this year are kind of weird. you have a very high chance of losing the ball. So it's up to you whether you want to have this one. This one loses the ball a lot, so you got to do it before the defense like starts closing in on you, and you have to make sure you have enough space. If you can't get that one, a pretty good one is James Harden. It's a nice quick one, and that's for 6'10" and under with an 80 ball handle. So I will go John Wall or James Harden. If you don't like the wide crossover and you like a closer one with a higher ball handle, is Dame. Dame has a really close one and it's quick, so that's a 90 ball handle. But I will go John Wall with an 80, and then James Harden with an 80. So all you need is an 80 for these crossovers. Behind the back, this is clearly the best one in the game, Jamal Murray. It's the fastest one, and also you can get a nutmeg out of it without having to do any other move, and that's with the moving behind the back. But if you do the standstill behind the back, R2 diagonal opposite ball hand, you're gonna get this quick behind the back. So that right there. And then if you can't get that one, a fast moving one is De'Aaron Fox. That right there is the fastest behind the back moving up the court. So if you're playing a lot of 5s or 3s and you do a lot of moves up the court, I will put De'Aaron Fox on. But if you're a standstill dribbler, I'll put Jamal Murray on. And then other than that, if you can't get those, I think those are the lowest you should possibly go. Jimmy Butler has a pretty good standstill one that you can combo out of pretty good. But other than that, I will go Jamal Murray or De'Aaron Fox. And then spin is all preference based. I don't think none of these are really like that good. I use Steph, but if you can't get Steph, I'll go Penny. Penny has a pretty good one, and he has the pro one as well, and I believe so does Steph. So that's why I would say those two. We'll go to Hesi. Hesi's a little tough one. I would say Steph at a 92 is kind of my favorite right now. And then I also like Chris Paul's at an 85 ball handle. So with my taller build, my 6'6", I use Chris Paul. But right now with my 6'3", I'm using Steph. I think Ja has a pretty good one that if you want to go far out with the Hesi, Ja's like right here, takes you pretty far out. So I guess you can use Ja if that's your preference, but I would say Steph and Chris Paul have the fastest ones. And then step back, everybody's using John Wall. You get the little quick snatch right there, and then you also get the LeBron step back too. And then similar to John Wall is Kemba's. So John Wall is with an 80 ball handle, and you just got to be 6'10" or under, so 6'9" and below, I mean. And then Kemba Walker's just an 86 ball handle, no height requirement. I prefer Zach LaVine's because it's quicker off the standstill and I can shoot out of it better. Because with Kemba and John Wall, your body turns to the side and I find it harder to shoot out of. So what I do is I just use Zach LaVine because it's quick and it keeps my player straight to the rim, and it's easier just to time my jump shot out of it. And then all these other ones are pretty preference based. If you don't do standstill step backs and you like the moving step back, the Luka step back's the best one. That right there is fast if you like doing moving dribble moves. So I would say Zach LaVine, John Wall, or Luka depending on your dribble style. And then triple threats, useless, but I just put Kobe on because I like Kobe's triple threat. And then over here, hop jumper, fastest hop jumper is Davion Mitchell. It has a really quick one. I dropped a video on it before. It's the sensei step. I'll put it at the end of the video. But yeah, so if you're doing hop jumpers, I would put Davion Mitchell on. And then after that, I would say Tyler Hero has a quick one too. So Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, all you got to do is be 6'5" for Davion Mitchell and then under 6'10" for Tyler Hero. And yeah, that's all the SIGs. I believe that you need also motion style. I'll put De'Aaron Fox on if you're a guard. If you're a little taller build, I'll put PJ Washington on. And then centers, I use Zubac. So yeah, I'll go De'Aaron Fox for small guards, PJ Washington for bigger guards or bigger builds, and then bigs I'll use Zubac. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. Stay I think I'm gonna drop another build video real soon, so stay tuned for that, and like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.